The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? They see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll drop it off to McAllister, who's running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Back to throw. Watkins, complete to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down now, McAllister. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Landry. He'll look underneath here for Love. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
down. Landry. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watkins. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Off play action. Landry. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, You could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Off play action, Landry. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. On 4th down, Landry. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st down. Booth. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, Landry. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll run on 1st down. Booth fights him off. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Landry, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 9. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Third down, Love. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. Touchdown, Panthers. Bryce Love from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Panthers 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wide open receiver complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Off play action. Watkins. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this open
rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Back to throw. Landry. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, Watkins. Got a man open, it's Chase.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off the play fake. Watkins. Caught by the tight end Watson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll look to throw again. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The 6-yard line.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Off play action. Watkins. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Landry finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Landry. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Isaiah Simmons
Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
2nd and 16.
Off the play fake. Landry. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go. So when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw on 2nd down. Watkins. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Throwing on 1st down. Landry. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Landry.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw on 2nd down. Landry. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the tight end, Yr6 Jr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to McAllister. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Watkins. He hits his target. Left side, Watson.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.